Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today you find me in the back of a Range Rover. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a bit blooming comfortable in here. I'm sitting here with some reclining seats. I've got to better come up so you can see me. So, what do we have today? Today we have the 21 model year Range Rover Westminster Black. Now, Range Rover, top of the pinnacle of the products that they have. This particular car is right in the middle of the range. So you've got the Vogue as the entry level. You then have a Westminster Black, a Vogue SE, and then the Autobiography. This is right in the middle. So Westminster, it comes with pretty much everything, and we'll go through that in a second. I'll talk to you about pricing. So this is a standard wheelbase car. Starts at 83 grand. That's right, 83, just shy of 83,500 pounds. The long wheelbase, 115,000, which will have a lot more room in it. Now, this particular car is, as I said, it's a 21 model year car. It's a brand new 3-litre diesel engine they have with 300 brake horsepower. This is one of two diesel engines that Range Rover produce in their vehicles. The second one being a 350 horsepower car. They run one PHEV, which is a 2-litre plug-in hybrid 404 brake, and they have 3 petrol engines running from 400 brake horsepower to 565. Wow, love to get my hands on that. Let's go and take this one for a drive, see what it's like, and talk about some of the options on this beast. Right then, so this Range Rover. So let's talk about the engine first. It's a 3-litre straight 6, 300 horsepower diesel engine. Actually works really well in the size of the car, the weight of the car. I was a bit wary about it initially, but I got to say, you know, I managed to get 35, 36 mpg when the book claims it can do 33, so you can certainly better that. So the engine's good. The size of the car is massive. However, when you're driving, it just wafts along so easily that you forget the size of the car. So the size of the car, as I said, it feels big. It's an armchair. It genuinely does waft along and swallow the road in front of you at ease, with literally no problems whatsoever. Interior wise, spec wise, as I mentioned, it's got everything in the car. It's missing a couple of options. Now, for the price of the car, around 88,000, you'd expect it to have everything on it. So it's missing blind spot indicator, it's got lane assist, it's missing the blind spot indicator, it's missing cooling seats, it's missing massaging seats, it's missing rear entertainment. 88 grand, I expect that to be on the car. Simple as that. I expect those options to be on the car. If you look at some of the, I was going to say competition, but that's a bit of a broad kind of word for this kind of vehicle. Look at the S-Class, it's 7 Series. The Porsche Cayenne, or Porsche Cayenne is probably a bad example, you've got to spec everything on that. You know, you'd expect some of these things as standard. So that said, you know, it's still got a lot of toys on it. The seat controls kind of Mercedes-esque on the door, nicely controlled, nicely put there. So this is the Westminster Black. So only a handful of differences on the exterior of this car, where you got the kind of the vents on the side are in black, and the lettering, so the Range Rover on the front of the bonnet and the rear of the car are blacked out. And this car comes with 22-inch wheels compared to 21 on the standard Westminster, and they come in black. I prefer this. Looks brilliant. You pay a little bit more on it. Yeah, I'll do that. It does look the part on the outside, and this grey Carpathian, I believe it's called, £895 option. Yeah, worth every single penny. Just works really, really well with the black kind of edition. Right, price 88 grand. Everything on the car that I can see is standard. So the heated steering wheel, the panoramic glass sunroof that opens, the Meridian sound system, the 22-inch wheels, all standard. Lane assist standard. Rear reclining seats standard. Reclines, doesn't do too much. Rear heated seats standard. Right, what's it missing? For 88 grand, it's still missing a few things. Blind spot indicator, one, definitely needs it. It makes life so much easier when you've got that. It's missing cooling seats, albeit we're in the winter, it doesn't need it, but it's still, I still would have expected it to be in there. It's missing rear entertainment. It's got a TV in it, by the way. I have seen it's got a TV in it, so it has got a TV. Obviously, that's important to have, to have a TV in a car nowadays. You can't watch it while you're driving. It's when you're stationary or waiting for someone in a car park or whatnot, and it works. For 88 grand, this is a very, very good car. It's a lot of money. However, it's a very, very good car. Now, people talk about reliability on Land Rovers. I don't know. I've not had any issues with this particular car. I've had some challenges, or had some challenges in the SVR I drove earlier, pre-COVID in Dubai. The sat-nav didn't work at times, and the rear camera. But this particular Range Rover, no problem whatsoever. It's an armchair. The pilot seats, with the armrest, you can see how relaxed I am at the moment. I am genuinely chilled out in this car, doing 50 miles an hour. I'm going to the office, hence why I'm out. But it just works so well. It does pick up the cameras as well. So some of the cameras on the road, this sat nav will actually pick up and ping, which is great. Certainly if you're in an area that you don't know. I hate this indicator noise. It needs a bit of an update. Overall, I think this car is a really good car. Would I have it over some of, again, I was going to say competition. I don't think the X5 goes against it. Porsche Cayenne, borderline. I think the Cayenne will drive better. Cullinan, Bentayga, far too expensive. Far too expensive compared to this. But either of them are good options. This is a great car. You would not be disappointed if you went and bought one of these cars. Even with this diesel engine. As I said, I've done 600 miles in the car now. It's a good all-round package. The boot's big, enough space for an average height, well, 2 average height adults sitting in the back. I'm comfortable. I do not mind driving up and down the country in one of these, because it genuinely is a brilliant car. Really, really good. It doesn't feel as big as I expected it to, but I have to say it's an impressive beast. The heated steering wheels come in really handy in the winter. We've had some freezing days, and I've got to say, within a few minutes, the heated windscreen, again, get that on your cars if you haven't got it, because that's a really, really good weapon. You don't want to clean your car, no problem. Hit that button, done. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Meridian sound system's pretty good. I do like my music in a car, and yeah, it's really, really good. It's a good option in the car. The sunroof, and I know some people may say about the interior being a dark black interior, charcoal. The sunroof chucks in so much light that you forget that you need an ivory or a beige, because it works really well. The handle's okay. It's joining a motorway, so works really, really well. I think it's a good package. Brakes work really well as well. They should do. It's a brand new car. Yeah, it's a good car. It's a really good car. The negatives, again, as I said, is getting that value for money. Is those few missing options. That's a personal opinion. I would expect them to be standard. But what a car! It's a shame I've only got this for a couple of weeks. I would have liked it for a couple of months. I want COVID to go so I can go up and down the country again as I used to, because it really is a good car. Good job, good job. It just wafts along. I'm on a restricted speed motorway at the moment of 50 miles an hour, or average of 50 miles an hour, and I don't really care that I'm having to do 50 miles an hour. It wafts. It's like someone said to me, when you're in a Range Rover, you want to get to places 5 minutes late because you're driving slow, because you're enjoying the car. That's so true. It's so true. This hasn't got the new PV Pro sat nav. which I believe comes from BMW, but they will bring it into it, and I think that will kind of rectify any bugs in that system. But it's a good system. The touchscreen works. I think the other downside is that you don't have a controller to control your nav or your infotainment system or your climate controls. It's all touchscreen, which I think the only downside is when you're getting in a car and it's not yours, you tend to have to look away from the road in front of you and have a look at what's going on here, and then make sure you don't hit the car in front of you. I prefer a little controller, mouse, whatever you want to call it, just to make things a bit easier. And that gear lever coming up, not sure about that. I know Jag brought it out. They brought it out in the Jaguar. I think it was the XF many years ago. I'm not sure about that starter. You turn the car on and the gear lever comes out. You turn the car off and it goes flush into the thing. If there's a technical issue or you spill your coffee on it, yeah, you got a problem. A huge problem. I want to say thank you to Farnell Land Rover for arranging this in conjunction with Land Rover UK. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. It has been an absolute gem of a car. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.